Welcome to this another video in Market Talk YouTube channel. Hope the expiry day trading was good, profitable and rewarding. So let us understand what happened today in the market and what is the view for the coming days and see some interesting thing in the learning time today. I not got my fees of 50 likes, but I will tell you what will happen. Okay, if you don't get my likes. Let us move with the starting trading mantra. So first start with this disclaimer. Please read the disclaimer. It is educational purpose and please take your trades based on your own decision and discussion with your financial advisor. Trading mantra for the day. What is the ideal capital for starting the trading as a career or profession, whatever? So my advice is at least 1 lakh should be the capital. For 1 lot you sell the option. Okay, with the hedge means it can come to less, say 25-30,000 rupees. You can start with the trading of 1 lot at least. Less than that, if you are coming with the market with 30,000 40,000 rupees capital, for sure you can trade for less than 20 days. In less than 20 trading days you will exhaust your capital, because you will not be interested in selling the options, you will be interested in buying options. If you are buying options, you will try to start with almost 5 lots 10 lots. At least you start with one time it will be lucky, another time it will be 50% wiped off in no time. Okay, so if you want to learn trading, you have to start by selling option only and with the right technical setup. It's not just like that you sell any option whatever you feel like you want to sell. It is not like that. You have to sell in the right method and the right technique for you to sell. So today I will show you also one setup how you could have sold option. Then you could have saved your money even if it goes wrong. The beauty of option writing is, if you make mistake also up to 50% 60% mistake is acceptable. Definitely market will give you enough time for you to fix the problem. But if you are doing option buying, market will not give you enough time. It will just take you immediately out of the market. Okay, so assume that if you are keeping a small store, a pani puri shop or something like that, if you are starting a store also, you need so much of utensils, vessels or merchandise. Then you have to pay the rent, electricity and so many things will be there. Okay, it's not that trading means just like that you come for excitement or do some trading with some 30-40,000 rupees capital. I'm sure unless otherwise you are a bond trader and your fate is so good that even without that capital also you can come with 1 crore, 10 crores, 100 crores also profit. There are people. Jesse Livermore started his career like that with $100 only as capital. Okay, so if you are exceptional, then there is no problem. You will not see this video also. Okay, so for other traders who are starting to start the trading career, this is the capital I told. 1 lakh rupees minimum should be there, but it will take time for you to pick up if you are not a bond trader. Let's start with the important key data. FIS participant was open interest. Earlier it was 70,000 contracts they had long positions. Slowly they reduced and now they cut down. Day for yesterday is from there they cut down 10,000. Today 10,000 contracts they cut down. But they are building the positions in the futures, long puts actually. Long puts 1.2 lakhs, 1.1 lakh contracts they are building actually. Okay, so there may be possible that they are doing at the money also puts they are buying. So maybe you can see the reaction in the Dow Jones and Singapore Nifty also what happening today. So be cautious, but possible last time when the market came down in the March, they are not build up long futures actually. They build up short in the form of futures also, and also they built long puts also. Okay, so every time they are trying to play differently. Let us understand what is the game. Let us go to the power of 2 on the charts. What happened today? So we'll start with the charts. So before that, Fibonacci, just let us understand the retracement of Nifty and Bank Nifty. In the weekly charts, the starting from the fall, now we almost done 78.2% retracement. Now this 11,400 377 levels will be the very key level to watch. If you break this 11,377, then 78.2% is not holding, then forget for touching the new high. Okay, so everybody was watching. Fibonacci is everybody is aware, and many traders, technical analysts see this ratio. So everybody is expecting that this will be the place where reversal will come, but it has extended and it gone there also. And after crossing this, many algos would have triggered long actually to test the new high. But it looks like possible that we may not be crossing this and 17.2%. Just wait for this 11,377. If it is not sustaining above this level and going down, if it's tomorrow it is going down, then it's a big problem for Nifty, and get ready for the big downswing. That's not it's going to be very easy, and it will not be straight line, it will be giving lot of whipsaws. Coming to the Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty is very well, that is completely weakness. If you, even 50% retracement try to came, if you see here, see, just to trap the people who are technical analysts, good technical analysts, they trapped by crossing 50% Fibonacci ratio of the entire retracement. After this, immediately it came down. Now Bank Nifty may not be so much underperforming as compared to Nifty, because Nifty has done too much in the near short term. Now Nifty will take a big hit as compared to Bank Nifty. Actually, Bank Nifty, if it takes a continuously hit in line with the Nifty, then this can go to below 15,000. That looks less likely. Maybe Nifty will be highly underperforming as compared to Bank Nifty now. Now Bank Nifty will just try to do some gimmicks, so that the people will get trapped in the Bank Nifty. But Nifty is be the big gainer in the terms of downturn if it gives any bearish moves. Okay, just remember this. So don't think Bank Nifty and Nifty same way. Trade what you see. Don't trade seeing Nifty, seeing Bank Nifty. Don't trade Nifty, or vice versa. Now let us see in the hourly charts, Nifty hourly charts. Nifty, if you see the consolidation zone, this is the zone. It went up. It is still inside the zone, and Singapore Nifty also showing that another 100 points down move, gap down opening. I'm not sure how many of you are prepared for that, but no, market always does the opposite. When everybody is become bullish, market does the opposite. So here there is a gap, it got filled also. So possible that once we break this, then we can go down also. So as I told you that the vibration, GAN vibration levels, either we are going to test 11,000 or 12,000, both. So if the down move starts, then it looks like highly. Once you break this low 11,360, that day what we saw the big down move on Monday, that low if it's broken, then 11,000 is going to be a sure shot for Nifty. So get ready. So September 11,000 expiry, I told you 600 rupees was trading. Just to keep an eye on that. I'm expecting that to close by 0.5 paisa. Okay, but it's not that I'm telling you to sell immediately now, because it needs lot of hedging. You cannot do naked selling. It needs lot of margin also. Okay, but you have to take a trade as per your own decision and your strategy, because even if Nifty falls 1,000 points also, that will not come down so quickly. Okay, you have to be slowly only be going up down, because option pain you have to track it. Option pain is at 11,500 levels. Now let us see the Bank Nifty also. So Bank Nifty, again the consolidations are like Nifty, but here the gap, what's the gap here? I told you 22,300 400 levels, that gap, and another gap here. This is a high chance that we should be filling this gap in the coming days. In the next 10 days we should be filling this gap. Let us see why it will fill in the next 10 days. There is a reason for that, we will see that also. So but be ready for this. Once we break this, then we can easily go down. So tomorrow if something weakness comes, then 23,500 is not sustaining, then we should look for easy 500 points gap down itself easily for Bank Nifty. Let us start with the first setup. So in case of Nifty, as I told you, Heller Fisher gave the early signal itself. If you see here, it is not a new thing today, like gap down opening in Singapore Nifty. If you just see Singapore Nifty, what is happening, it has gone to 11,418. Okay, it is a big move, down move on the Singapore Nifty. It is like 100 points down move. Okay, Heller Fisher already gave the signal here. Those who have been following the Heller Fisher would have been rewarded. So I've been keep telling also Heller Fisher as giving a topping out pattern. But if you go with the naked shots, this is a problem. But definitely you can go with the hedge shots. So here once we go below 0, then it could be a good rewarding downside for the Nifty. And in case of Tenkan Sen, it has gone below Tenkan Sen. The price is now Kijun Sen is the level 11,314. Another 100 points down move is there. So once we go below this, then the price will become weak. If you see here in the past also, we never, when the down move came also, we got protection here. here we have been getting protection from May, 28th May. Never we gone below. This is nothing but a 52-week average actually. 52-week high and low average. This is the midpoint. So this midpoint is very powerful. Okay, don't ignore this midpoint, because this is the only indicator where you get a midpoint in the indicator, and no other indicator gives you this midpoint actually. Okay, now coming to the Bank Nifty. Let us see Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty also getting support here. 23,000 is the support here. Once we go below 23,000, then expect some decent down move. But this time Bank Nifty is not going to be underperformer, because already it has given enough down move, as I told you in the beginning. Now Nifty will be the big underperformer. Reliance will be the leader in bringing down the Nifty. So here also Heller Fisher has given the signal for down move, topping out pattern. Now once it goes below 0, then good down move can be seen in Heller Fisher indicator also. Now let us see the second chart. The second chart, Bollinger Band. Bollinger Band indicator in 20 moving average is support. 11,400 is support. So looks like that tomorrow we might break in the momentum, the 20 moving average also. Once that is broken, then we should see easily 11,155. Okay, so buying puts, be careful, because the VIX also is there increasing. So if increasing VIX, then I think you should go for buying puts, because puts is going to be very costly. At the open itself tomorrow, the VIX will go up at least 3-4% minimum, and the puts also is going to be very costly. So accordingly, the selling the in the money or deep in the money calls could be ideal solution. Otherwise, buying puts may not be advisable, because it will be very costly at the open itself. Because when you open at 100 points gap down, definitely the put will be not available at a very cheaper cost. It's going to be a little costly. Arun indicator is not given any sell signal, but however it has become slightly weak, 88. But Arun down also is weak, is not given sell signal, buy signal, sell signal in the Arun indicator. But once we go 20-day moving average below this, then we are going to see some good down move. So expect some good down move below 20 moving average. Then coming to the Bank Nifty, here also same 20 moving average is what support, 22,689. So we have 1,000 points away. So the thing is that last 3 days have been showing good support actually. So technically speaking, it's a triple bottom actually. We have been seeing triple bottom, but there is no follow-up move. Today we closed near the low of the day. So that is not a very good sign actually. Today normally we should have gone and closed above the yesterday's high, which is around 23,500. Sorry, 23,926, 24,000 at least we should have closed actually. So that's the reason I told you also expiry, there is a chance, little chance of 24,000 at least if there is a follow-up move, but that's not happened. So we closed near 23,500. So chance that we are not going to hold this 23,500 in the near future. So it was a trap, clear trap for 3 days, giving us false indication that 23,500 is a good support. Arun's indicator is not given a sell signal, just wait for that if you are following Arun indicator. Then the third setup is Heikin Ashi. Heikin Ashi, definitely it has a green candle only in Nifty, but tomorrow possible that we might be forming a red candle. But the support and this setup is 11,185. So everywhere we see that 11,200, 300 is a very good support. Fibonacci we saw, Cloud, and this Heikin Ashi, Super Trend. So the cluster of supports are there in 11,200, 300 zone. So once we break 11,200, 300 zone, then easily 200, 300 points will be down in no time. Okay, so very cautious. Don't think of long positions, be in the same mind of long bullish moves. Once the market gives indication, it will be going to very fast on the downside. It's not going to give you any time for you to take your positions. Okay, that's the way how market behaves. So but thing is that already the as I told you that whenever the car is going at 120, 160 speed, it wants to make a U-turn, then it will slow down and then reverse. So already the slowdown has come in the last 2-3 days time with a little high volatility. If it is going to take a U-turn, then 11,200, 300 zone is the where it's going to be U-turn place, where market will take a reversal, then it's going to steep downfall. Okay, but if FIs are not ready with the futures also shorts, maybe it will trap you. One day again it will go up, thinking that the market is buy on dips, giving the mood. After that, once they take positions in the shorts, in the futures also, already they are taken position in the long puts. Now once they take position in the short futures, then they will start their game. Okay, so just to keep a close tab on this, and we have almost like 25% signal that we are reversing the positions, because it is a very long journey. Now the Nifty can need to take rest. Unless it takes rest, it will not be able to move further. What happened? Oh, I don't know. Sorry, yaar. Sorry, guys. This is very nonsense. Sorry for that, because this mouse moves like this. Okay, so it's going to be very fast. The market will not give you any chance. It does all things what is not required actually. Okay, now let us go to the fourth setup. So ghost is working or what? Whatever I want to do, it's not doing, something else is happening. So I am sure whether we have completed this setup for Nifty. Okay, now Bank Nifty. So ADX also is giving us indication no sell signal is there. Still we have to cross over, see the red and green actually. Once we see this reversal, then we'll get an indication here actually. And coming to the Bank Nifty, in case of Bank Nifty, the red candle is formed already, but open equal to high is not there. So that way little breathing space is there for Bank Nifty. And here the trending move started actually. The trending move started. The trend is becoming very strong. But it's not that either up move or down, whatever trend move, the trend is very strong means the black line that ADX will be on the upside. But still we have to get a reversal. The red has to cross the green, then only we will get a sell signal actually. So, but however we have a long space. 21,700 is the level, almost 2000 points below is the signal here in this space. But we will not wait for that. We have Lakshman Rekha to indicate us. Already Lakshman Rekha has given a sell signal. We will see that also in the key data. So let us see the 20 moving average and 50 moving average crossover. So still we not got any crossover in Nifty. So 11,000 level is where we are going to get a sell signal here. And awesome oscillator also is almost like 248 now, 275, 300. Okay, once this becomes zero below that, then the momentum will go on the upside. Already last 4 days we've been seeing a red candles, red bars in this awesome oscillator. So it is a caution sign. But let us move at least below 20 moving average. Okay, so just wait for the opportunity to go big on the shorts if you want to go. But whether if you can handle earlier you are done, then it's fine. Otherwise don't get trapped. Okay, get slowly. You will get lot of opportunities every day. Go handle the volumes that you can handle. If you do something and if something goes against you, you should be able to absorb it. If you cannot absorb that loss, then you should not take the trade. If you have some trades that do not give you a sleep, then you should not take the trade. Take only the trades that you can accept if it goes against your view. Okay, so that is what important. If it goes against market goes against your view, then if you cannot take that loss, means then your trade size, lot size, the position sizing is very wrong. Okay, position size is very wrong. Market will not go anywhere. Will give you a lot of opportunities every day. At least 2 days once you will get opportunity. Now let us see the fourth. Okay, for Bank Nifty. Let us see the Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty also we saw some now red bar now. Red bar we saw already. Almost last 7 days we've been seeing green bar. Now we got a red bar. But 20 moving average is the first support we have. Okay, just look for shorting the calls instead of buying the puts, because if you are buying puts, it will be very costly. Okay, but because of the VIX is going up, then options go to very costly. Even though the market is coming down, you will not be able to make money. So that way you have to understand the difference between option buying, option selling. The VIX tomorrow I'm sure it is going to be crossing 25 levels. Once it cross 25, 30 levels, then get ready for the down move. Once FIs also do the follow up sellings. Now the 4 chart setup is finished. Now let us go to the power of 2. In the power of 2, we not got sell signal in the Nifty, but we got sell signal in the Bank Nifty. Now I'm not sure how many of you are using this color blind candles. If you're using, great. Please mention in the comments how you are feeling about this color blind candles. It will be very interesting. Okay, this is the future chart, is not the spot. Okay, I found future chart should be very interesting actually, and more accurate compared to the spot actually. Let us see how it is working on. Just I will remove this what do you call this color blind candles. Okay, maybe some people are not used to that. So today when the market opened here exactly at the go short level, because your market, the long breakout is this level, so at the go short exactly we went above this, we cannot close even for 1 minute, we cannot close, and then started exactly falling from there actually. So 24,000 call was a very good place for shorting the calls. 24,000 call, I think it went up to 185 rupees high and now closed 5 paisa. After that, to go short level, it came down and then went below the McGinley 20. Only one candle formed. After that, continuously another one candle only formed. There is no continuous follow up. Then it went to the go long level. So once the go long was support, after that it broken down. It been consulting at this level for almost 1 hour. Then after that go long, it went below this. Every time it tried to go up once, then again it going to get resistance, then started falling. So the go long level is where you got resistance and then started falling. Market started falling, and then we went below the short breakout also. So below the short breakout event and we touched the previous day low. So these are step by step how the market is moving actually. So try to read the story how what Bank Nifty is selling actually. So don't read as a chart, it's a storyline how the Bank Nifty is moving step by step. Start as long breakout, then go short, then it is midpoint, then go long, then short breakout, then previous day low. How nicely it has been moving, and that's the way you enjoy the price charts. Okay, so if you just enjoy this color blind candles, put me in the comments. And then let us go to the Nifty. Coming to the Nifty also same thing happened actually. So in the morning it went under almost gone near that, but it did not even test the go short level. Exactly near the go short level, before that itself it started coming down actually. After coming down, it went below the previous day high. Then it was roaming between this go long and go short area only for most of time. It went below this and again it went to go above this. There's a big whipsaw coming in between this so many times, but never it gone tested the short breakout level. So it has been doing a range bound move actually. Yesterday I expected that 11,500 is the expiry, but during the day 11,550 level was the option point moved actually during the day when the move came here almost like 1 o'clock roughly. After that again it started seeing down move and closed near the 11,500. Nifty behaved in the exact way how we expected for the expiry, but Bank Nifty little twist it came. So I told you like 23,700 was the place where I am expecting the Bank Nifty based on this anchored video, this market profile, volume profile, but slightly closed below that 23,500 something like it closed actually. Okay, so no problem, but at least we were able to guess where it was able to close today expiry. So this is how the power of 2 happened also, but tomorrow definitely I think we are going to close below this 20 McGinley will cross to 200 McGinley, it will be a sell signal. So be on the short side till, because the Bank Nifty already has given a sell signal, now Nifty also will give sell signal. So look for only shorting the call options. That could be a great idea, because buying puts could be costly. If you can manage, no problem, it is up to you. You should be able to handle this. Now let us go to the charts. Okay, and also just wanted to show you about this 11,550 call. Okay, when you got opening signal, the what trade could have been taken. So morning when the market opened gap down here, okay, that time it was below the short. That time what was the level it was actually, you see here, just take the future levels, there is no problem of spot level also. Here this is the place 11,594. Since option pain was around 11,500, also there is one thing. What are things you should connect the dots? 11,500 is option pain, so there is no point, there is less chance that it will sustain at this level. That's the one thing. Second point, go short above this is not gone, or it has not gone above the long breakout. That's the second point. Third point, the power of 2 gap theory. The 200 McGinley is here, 20 McGinley is there. When the price is above this, then chance of pulling down to 20 McGinley is there. So these are 3 points, main points you should remember for getting into the trade and the market open. So here based on that, so there is a little risk but high probability that 11,550 call will give the money for us. You see here 20 around that was 50 rupees level. Okay, at the market open, you may not be able to capture at the market open itself. Maybe at least 45 rupees you could have got chance, because after coming down in next 2 minutes we got chance here. We got time around 47 rupees we got chance. Then started coming this black line is the VWAP. So it went below the VWAP and it could not even close single candle above this. and came down here by around 12:21. The entire juice was taken out, around 8.77 the rate. Almost 38 points we got from this. So almost will be like 12 to 15% will be the return on the investment. What are the margin, intraday margin? So here, once the price comes to this place, whatever I've been keep telling also in the Telegram channel before, once you sell, like for example 46 rupees sold and price comes to 8 rupees, 9 rupees, 10 rupees, then you should exit, try to book profit, because you become greedy. What happens, see here, after if you don't book profit here, become greedy, then it again went to test that level. So what happened, you would have been coming into frustration, thinking that the market is going to reverse and go up on the big side, the above the VWP also is going everything, then you will come out at a loss. Then again what happened, market closed at 5 paisa. Okay, so another point you have to notice, whenever a big candle formation on the downside, it means the selling pressure is there. Okay, so that black candle, what a red candle is there, that high is your stop loss. Whenever you sold that, then that high is your stop loss. This is stop loss. Then here another big candle, this is stop loss. Then another big candle, this is stop loss. Okay, a candle with almost like say for 3 rupees, 4 rupees, it's a relative thing, there is no fixed value you can tell. So this candle was the last big candle. After that what happened, here slowly started getting green candles. Number of green candles are more, alternate candles we have been getting. Now once this green candle, red candle height is taken out here, roughly this place, at this place at least it should have taken out, come out. And also McGinley has given us a buy signal here, reversal signal here, the very bottom. After that it went up all the way to here till 40 rupees. So focus on only one option and try to get the maximum return from this. Okay, that's the point. Now let us see the key data. So key data indicating both are Nifty and Bank Nifty are bearish. PCR is 0.93, 0.63, VIX is 2.21. So tomorrow, as per my expectation, it should be around 25. Okay, let us see. Just to keep a note on the India VIX. It is very important level. It can go up to, because Dow Jones down by almost 700 points. I saw actually Dow Jones was okay. It has come down actually 548 points. But however, the panic will be there, because everybody is under panic only, always thinking the market is coming down. But this can give some panic at the gap market open itself. But the follow-up move will happen or not, because Monday one could be very, because nobody want to take any chance. Opening gap down on Monday means then US market does something mischievous. 1000 points gap down on Monday means then they will be not taking any chance. So everybody want to protect their positions for tomorrow's market close time. So highest open interest 11,400, but 11,500 is option pain. So the chance that tomorrow pain will come down here to 11,400 levels, chance is there if there is a continuous selling after the gap down also. And here also, like Bank Nifty highest open interest have put 23,000 and 24,000 is the highest level. So there is high chance tomorrow, if there is a gap down, you should look for going for 23,500 option trading. Maybe like a little aggressive people can lock for 23,500 call option trading. The market trying to reverse positions, then 23,000 put option can be shorted, then or get into 23,500 short straddle. All depends on the option pain where it is going to be sustaining. So this way you take a trade, but Bank Nifty advising not to go for option trading actually, as I mentioned yesterday. Look for option buying, but it's very costly. So there is a little dilemma, because when they open a gap down means then chance of getting in trade is become very difficult actually. Then FAS, we saw the FAS, what is the position? It is a little old, not updated. I think 17,000 was the open position. And then Lakshman Rekha, we already got a selling signal actually. 23,908 was the Lakshman Rekha. So we are already down by 300 points. So don't take chance. Hold on your short sides till we don't cross above Lakshman Rekha. This is a futures price. Here 11,622 is the place where we have got Lakshman Rekha. So once we cross only this level, then we will think for long positions. There is a high chance that we may test 11,000, but we have to wait for the levels. Unless we break the Monday's low, which is 11,326, then only we can go for something very big short for 300 points down move below that low, because that low is going to be a very significant low now for time being. Put IV is gone up for both Nifty, Bank Nifty. Tomorrow this IV can go to 42 levels, 45 levels also. Take a note of this. And 20 moving average is support for both Nifty, Bank Nifty. Just keep a tab on this. And your midpoint is down 547, and this is spot levels 23,752. So we are just both are below this level. So there is a high chance that we are going to sustaining below this daily week trend, but weekly midpoint is 23,511. So just 20 points away actually. So this is going to surely break tomorrow. So weekly midpoint also will become strong on the downside. So last week we got 2,000 points plus in the above the midpoint actually. So this time 1,000 points at least we should get below the midpoint. Get ready for that. And here monthly also I think we should, okay, I need to update this actually. Monthly midpoint I have not updated. Let us update this tomorrow. Okay, now coming to the levels for tomorrow. Futures level, these are the levels. Camera level midpoint, you can just take note of these levels. You can even search and get these levels also. So because tomorrow how we are going to gap down and how we are going to sustain or reverse, all depends on how the market behavior, because FIS how we are going to do the follow move is all depends. Because if you see here almost 900 points, 800 points gap is there between the long breakout and short breakout. So plot these levels plot these levels in the chart and then make your trading. Long breakout and short breakout is very important, and go short, go long. These two levels are very important. Once you break 11,500 is the key level. Once you break this level, then we are going to see some good decent move. It looks like cap down will be breaking this level at the open itself. So even target 2 looks to be achieved, but what happens most of the time, Singapore Nifty shows something, our Nifty will not behave like that. Okay, so our Nifty all depends on tomorrow how media is taking the follow-up moves also. Now let us see the learning time. So my fees for the learning time is your like. If you are not interested to like, then please do not see this video after this. Okay, because Guru Dakshina is very important. If you don't pay Guru Dakshina, then I will collect in a different form. I may not be the person who collecting, but you will pay the Guru Dakshina without fail in your lifetime. The karma will ensure that you will pay the Guru Dakshina. Okay, because nobody asked the Guru Dakshina, but I am asking Guru Dakshina as like. Okay, please press the like and pay your Guru Dakshina. Don't carry forward your unwanted karma just for not pressing the like. Okay, I believe in karma. So just let us go to the learning time. What is the learning time for them? Now the moon phase. About the moon phase, what I am going to discuss. So there is a study done by the analyst long back, and they have done almost 80 years of study. It is 19, it is old only, but still it is working. I will show you how it is working also. New moon to full moon, it will be almost like a flat or bullish. Definitely not be bearish, much bearish. A new moon to full moon, it is the up move. Okay, always it is a positive vibration. The moon is on the rising side. A positive vibration will be there. Any good things you want to do also, people prefer to do on the period between new moon to full moon. But full moon to new moon is a diminishing or downtime, or it is can be not inauspicious. Anybody who want to start something new will not try to start something new during this time. So it is considered as inauspicious or not as favorable time, or it is a down days we tell. Okay, so anything from full moon to new moon is not a good move. So this is based on that the market also, it has been observed that the market follows this tradition or the theme, and the market also behaves same way. There is a very good correlation between the moon phase and the markets. So we can see the what's happening in the current this thing also. Just see the moon phase. This is the full moon. Sorry, new moon and then full moon. Okay. Sorry, I got confused. This is the what date actually? Let me just this one. Okay. Here I have plotted the dates actually. The new moon was 17 September, which will be coming now. The full moon was on 2nd September. Okay. Now this is not plotted. This is a little old actually. It has to come. It is on 19th August. New moon actually. So this is 19th August actually. It is not fully updated. The 2nd September will get this. Okay. Let us see this chart only. Okay. So when the new moon comes, that's the time the market will stop falling. Now if you see here 2nd September, it is a full moon, and you see the impact today. What happened yesterday, the start, and there is a slight drop. There is a last minute momentum only, but however there is not a big up move. Now you saw the big down move coming on 3rd September. Now we are on 2nd September, the full moon. Now 3rd September. So from full moon till this new moon 17th September, down days. Okay, any correction, good correction will be going to come in between these days. In the next 10 days, there is a high chance that we might be testing 11,000 also if the situation is getting worst. Okay, and then we see some reversal from 17th September to 2nd October. Some up move can come, or flat, it can be flat. Okay, so just see here from full moon. Okay, from full moon, see the big down whatever happened. The visual thing what you can see here, see how it has come down at flat. Okay, the down moves will be there, the down moves will be there. Okay, at least flat will be there, down moves will be there, so down moves will be there. Okay, so just follow this full moon to new moon and do your own analysis also. It is not that I am telling something on my own, it is a research done by analyst from several market, almost 83 indexes has been analyzed, and then this report is coming. So just it will be very interesting for you to follow this particular time. You follow from full moon to new moon, 2nd September to 17th September, what happened is going to happen now. Just follow it, observe, and it will be very interesting for you today if you can just take the charts, understand one by one dates, how the full moon to new moon behaved and new moon to full moon behaved. It will be very interesting for you to analyze also. Okay, this is one aspect, and global overall way you can just have an idea that if you want to make any SIP or any new investments also, like you can think of making investments on between these dates. When you want to withdraw money or something, new investments you can avoid between this full moon to new moon, and then you can try to start if you want to add any new additions of your investments, you can try from new moon to full moon. Okay, so this is a very interesting aspect. You cannot take literally on this and trade and to go for shorts during this time. We have to manage with the levels. Actually, it is a guiding factor, it's not deciding factor. So the moon phase is a guiding factor for you to take positions and strengthen your view on the markets. Okay, hope you like the video. Please subscribe, like the channel, and don't forget to like the videos. That's my Guru Dakshana. Please pay my Guru Dakshana for seeing the video. Hope you benefited from my videos also. Thank you.